Fala galera, tudo bom com vocês? Cristiano Negrão aqui para mais um vídeo. Dessa vez trazendo aqui Kingdom Come Deliverance II, né? Jogo lançamento aí, lançou aí tem alguns dias. Comprei, gastei um dinheirinho. Mas é um jogo assim que eu joguei gostei bastante. A história, né? Da gameplay, né? Aquilo, né? Você ama ou você odeia o combate, né? Eita, que os carros estão hoje. Mas enfim, o jogo tá sem som porque eu tô no Alt Tab aqui, tá? Então, antes de mais nada, vamos botar o somzinho aqui. Se você puder deixar aquele like para fortalecer, se inscrever no canal caso seja novo e goste de conteúdo e ativar as notificações para mais vídeos, eu agradeço. E bora lá. Lembrando que eu tô jogando aqui num PC aqui que digamos assim, médio baixo, né, devido à placa de vídeo que é uma placa de bem de entrada, né. Vou até apertar aqui para vocês ver. Tô com um R3 3300, uma 1650 Super, né? 32 de RAM para poder estar gravando e tá, né? Jogando. Mas o limitador mesmo é a placa de vídeo aqui, né? Quem sabe, em breve eu troque, não sei. Então vamos lá. Eu já fiz um jogo aqui só pra testar como é que tava, né? Configuração gráfica para ver se dá para aumentar e tal. Então, ué. Ah tá, porque dá pra ter saves diferentes, legal. É uma continuação direta, né, do último jogo. Aí sei lá, é capturado na bebê de seus irmãos, tal. Deixei a legenda um pouco maior também. É mais arma de fogo rudimentar, né? O som tá bem alto.
What are you doing here? Go and take cover in the keep.
Can't hold out against this onslaught much longer. Go and take cover with the others.
Look out!
E aí nós temos o... Quem será? Quem será? Quem jogou reconhece aí o Padre Golden, né? O padre que treinava aí, mais missão secundária, treinava esgrima, né?
To the battlements, move!
Father! Will you come to anoint us before we die?
Hans Capon.
We'll get anointed after the battles are hands. With booze.
Tá, a gente vai jogar com quem?
Get ready!
Ixi, coisa não, trebuchet é o trabuco, né? Uma balista também, né? Chamado, parece. Nossa, aí fazia um estrago aqui.
Take cover!
Rapaz, o cara é bom de mira. Acertou logo o negócio que controla a ponte. Eu espero que o áudio esteja bom pra vocês. Não sei se tá muito alto, porque no meu ouvido tá bastante alto.
A rude awakening, eh? Make it count.
Então bora lá. Jogar com o padre então, né? Eu vou deixar por enquanto aqui o FPS pra você ver como é que tá o desempenho. Vamos jogar de balestra. Tá carregada? Tá. É aquilo, né? Que Deus tenha pena deles, né? Porque eu não terei. Epa. Como é que é? O que eu fiz? Meu Deus. Apertar R muda. Meu Deus, como é que eu botar? O que foi que eu fiz? Você não pode. Ué, tá, eu tô com a arma. Jesus, pra que eu fui apertar R?
You having a chance? Take that.
Ixi, a flecha vai mais em cima. Tem um arquinho, não? Um arquinho é melhor.
Now I'll show you.
Tá vontade que precisa de mais arqueiro aqui embaixo.
All three archers here. Godwin. Get over here, that crossbow. Join the line. Stay covered.
Eita. É, né? Esse povo que vinha na frente, meu amigo, era só os cabos que vinham morrer, geralmente. Como é que é? Bora, bora, bora. Diabo seco. O nome do cara. Tem um presunto ali. Eu vi. Derrubar a escada. Ih, rapaz, acertaram o rancho.
Fuck! I've been hit! Don't poke at it! Just calm down.
Oh, Dentist Fortuna, fucking you, vat. Jesus. You're only supposed to deliver a message to Trotsky.
É, né? No final do
The most adventure I was expecting was a
último
fuck or two.
jogo, eles terminam que eles iam entregar uma mensagem lá pra fazer uma aliança. E cadê o Henry? Ok. várias semanas antes. Ah, vai ser então como até chegar naquele ponto da guerra lá. Ah, tá aí. Então esse é o final do 1. É a mesma frase que ele falou.
What's that you keep yelling, Sir Hans?
Good gracious, Henry, you don't mean to tell me you don't know Latin?
My apologies, Your Grace. Unfortunately, I was too busy shoveling shit and picking turnips to find time for studying Latin.
We shall have to rectify that. I can't have an ignoramus for a personal bodyguard.
Anyway, this
Quem não conhece o jogo,
whatever. What does that actually mean?
são atores, né, reais que tem tanto da face como movimentação no seu capturado.
I don't doubt it.
Né, então, cada personagem é uma pessoa real, né, um ator real.
Doesn't take much bravery.
Exceto os NPCzinhos mais comuns, né, que são reaproveitados, né. Mas os principais são pessoas reais.
See a bit of the world, meet new women, and simply have some fun.
Sure, but you promised Johannes that you'd be as good as gold, and I'm personally responsible for your safety. Besides, Trotsky's in the middle of nowhere, so I wouldn't expect much excitement there.
God help me, my bodyguard's a monk who can't speak Latin.
Sir, Trotsky.
É a cidade que a gente tava? É, pelo castelo é.
My word, that is fucking impressive. It makes Perkstein look like an outhouse.
Esse olho do cavalo não tá legal não. Parecendo um olho de sapo. O jogo tem muito assim disso, de cinemáticos, né? É um jogo de história, né? Com muitos elementos RPG.
Well, Henry, looking forward to new adventures? Adventures that will
Tá, eu deixei o contraste ali, mas eu acho que talvez eu tire. Concordar? Concordar com o quê? Não
Of
sei.
course I am. We'll show them what fine fellas have turned up on their doorstep.
You bet we will. We'll hand over our important message and then hop, skip to the nearest tavern. We'll drink to our success and chase some local wenches, eh? But why didn't Uncle Hanush take care of it himself? Unless, maybe he's just testing me.
Aye, it does look like that. He'll hand over all the Ratai estates to you one day. So I expect he wants to be sure you won't botch it.
Of course. How could I possibly botch it up? There are foreign armies rampaging through Bohemia. The king is in captivity, God knows where. And here we are in the middle of it all, carrying an important document. No, I intend to make the most of this trip, one way or another.
You're a bit too keen. You never know what might happen.
Henry, don't be such a lily-liver. Audentes fortuna juvat! Well, enough of the chat. Trotsky's almost within reach.
Sir Hans, how's it looking there in the back?
All good, Oates. Just keep your eyes on the road ahead.
Exactly. If anything in front of us even looks like it's moving, we want to know.
Keep your hair on, Dick. Old Oak's got eyes like a hawk. I don't miss nothing. Sir.
Ih, rapaz.
Should we get ready for a fight?
Take it easy, Henry. They're wearing von Bergov's colours. They're from Trotsky.
Surround them! Don't let them get away!
Besides, we wouldn't stand a chance against them.
Don't do anything foolish, fellas. Just follow my orders.
Eles estão em maior número. Para de arrumar essas tretas, seu Rush.
Halt! What are you after here?
Is this usually how you greet visitors, my good man?
This is how we greet armed strangers when bandits are pillaging everywhere.
Can you not distinguish between a noble and a bandit, sir?
It's not always that straightforward these days. Who are you people?
Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. I bear a letter for Sir Otto von Berghoff from my master, Sir Hanush of Leipa.
E tem arqueiros, estão tudo pronto.
This is indeed the seal of the Lords of Leipa. And unless I am mistaken, Lord Hanush of Leipa is on the side of King Wenceslas. While my master is a member of the League of Lords, who side with King Sigismund.
Well,
so it would appear we are enemies.
E vamos ter
We're
que
not enemies.
intermediar.
We're carrying a message with the aim of putting a stop to the hostilities.
And who are you?
Henry, from Skalitz.
Costas de jogo, soldado, né? Tá. Conselheiro. Cara, eu jogava muito assim de. Essa parte ali de conselheiro, né? É que o batedor também é. Eu gosto de ter a lábia, né? Pra você resolver muitas coisas é bom.
I'm Lord Capon's advisor and scribe, and now an envoy as well.
From Skalitz, you say? The one that King Sigismund's Cuman forces plundered?
And slaughtered everyone. Even so, I'm not going to Trotsky as an enemy, but as a peace envoy.
Even so, you're still strangers here, and armed strangers to boot. And as it happens, we're on the trail of just such a band. So why should I trust you?
Persuasão, olha aí, ó. É o que eu tava falando, entendeu? O conselheiro tem a persuasão. Tô lendo rapidinho aqui. Aqui os pontos, como tinha, né? Dinheiro, reputação perante a outra pessoa. Ok. Tá minha reputação. Eloquência, né? Você tentará resolver a situação usando sua visibilidade diplomática. Ou tente apelar pela sua aparência nobre. Tá, que seria a segunda. Tá. E a terceira, como outro cavaleiro, oferece sua habilidade de luta e sua força. E maior seria esse aqui.
We want to resolve conflicts, not to stir up more. Once more, I assure you we have no evil intentions. You can escort us to Trotsky, and everything will be explained there. That we can guarantee.
Very well.
Sorry about the cold reception. You must be cautious. These bandits create mayhem, then vanish like ghosts. We'll be on our way.
Oh, so you won't accompany us to the castle to see your lord?
Sorry, sir, we can't. Listen, you won't make it to the castle before nightfall, and Sir Otto's orders are to not admit anyone after dark, especially while we're away. You'd best camp until daybreak.
I'll take your point. I mean, back home, the last time someone let a nobleman in trouble into their castle, we had to bombard it to get him out. Is there an inn in these parts, at least?
There is one, but it's a bit of a way out, and I'm not sure your lordship would like it very much.
God! What kind of a backwater have they sent us to?
Ia pra falar mal da frente do cara.
I just suppose we'll just have to manage somehow. Good luck in hunting down those bandits.
Thomas.
Thomas.
Captain at Trotsky. Thank you. And sorry again. Farewell.
Até mais, até mais. Nossa, a cutscene aí tá rodando no PowerPoint aí.
Well, this is a bit of a hold-up. What now?
Since there's no tavern within reach, we'll just...
Pelo jeito ela é renderizada em game, né? Por isso que tá... O FPS tá
looks
coisa.
inviting, and we've got wine enough.
And what about those bandits?
Nossa, mas tá...
They're probably keeping their heads down, what with that big patrol combing the woods for them.
Pra gameplay seria um problema, né? Pra cutscene tá... Tá aceitável ali, né? Se não tivesse mostrando pra vocês, talvez, né? A maioria nem ia perceber que tava com drop de FPS.
At least we can bathe. I stink almost as bad as the rest of you, and you lot are rank.
Go away, Mum. You'll get nothing from me.
Aqui ela estabilizou em 30. O que eu tenho que fazer?
Stop bothering me, mutt.
Jesus, Henry, that barking's driving me nuts. Can you get your dog to shut its beak?
Free! Off you go. Come here! What's all the fuss about, Mutt? Are you that hungry? All right, I'll see what I can get for you. Well, Peace at last. That barking was a pain in the ass. Listen, would you have some scraps for Mutt? That's a good one. He already gobbled up a piece of venison while I was having a piss. I've got one last sausage and I'll be saving that for the way back. Look, Henry, I'm fond of that beast, but you ought to keep him under control.
Como tem mais pontos aqui, né? Eu penso que eu só apertar E, vai.
Come on, Oaks.
Ah tá, tem que ser E.
We'll get to Trotsky tomorrow, and there'll be plenty of food there. We're a noble's escort, so they're obliged to feed us well. Pheasant in wine, roast pork with apples. Those sausages of yours are only fit for a dog anyway. For Christ's sake, stop giving me a hard time. I'll have you know that sausage is fucking good. But neither you nor your dog will get to taste it. Wouldn't you swap it for something? I might. Tankard has my ring. I lost it to him at dice, and if I go
Ela
home
perdeu o
without
anel
it,
pro
my
caneca,
uncle will send
beleza.
me right back. If you can get it back, I'll be glad to give you that sausage. Well, I'll see what I can do.
Ok. Recuperar o anel.
Come on, Conrad.
What?
Let's throw a few dice.
For the love of God. How many times do I have to tell you? I am...
Tadinho pelo anel. Aí é foda.
I see you've got dice set up. Want a game?
Sure. How's about spicing it up with a little wager?
I heard you won a ring off Oates. Want to bet that?
Fortune favours the brave, lad. But if you lose, you'll pay for everything I order in the tavern in Trotsky. All right?
Beleza. Aquele joguinho de dados que tinha no 1, né? Tá. Tá. Ah, tem uma tabelinha de ponto agora. Tá, eu posso manter o 1 e o 5 sozinhos. Vou fazer sequência de 1 a 5, de 2 a 6, de 1 a 6, ou duplas, tá? Interessante, tá.
See whose side luck is on today.
Ganhei. Rapaz, tô com sorte assim, é? 3, 4, 5, 6. Continuar. Pontuar e continuar, né? Não, mas eu já tenho 1500, né? Só é continuar e passar.
You must have a... Damn your eyes.
Pai, era pra ser assim mesmo, é?
What's to be done?
Eu dei sorte.
Bet is a bet. Here's your ring. Come on, Conrad.
What?
Let's throw a few dice.
For the love of God. How many times... I ain't playing with you.
Tô com seu anel aí, é
It seems
foda.
Tankard can't tell a 5 from a 6. I won that ring off him.
You beat the bastard. Ah! You're a dab hand, Henry.
Rapaz, sou muito
Will you
jogador.
give it to me? If I go home without it, the old woman will break her broom over my back.
What will you give me for it?
Well, all I've got here is some grub. Want a sausage? It's venison.
All right. And enough games. You won't easily find another mug who'll exchange a ring for a sausage.
Yeah. True enough.
I know you only too well. It's all
Ah.
one little game. One little game. And then you go and take my last groschen.
Apertar Alt. Apertar
Here you
1.
go. Take it.
Why don't we carry on to the foothill of Trotsky? They must have a tavern there. A fellow could have a game there.
Give over, Tankard. There'll be time enough for the tavern after we deliver the letter.
Tá, deixa eu ver rapidinho quantos
Well then,
minutos,
Henry.
tá? Estamos com 27 minutos.
Henry, oh, that was a tight thing with the captain, eh?
I got the feeling you'd lost your tongue.
Just for a moment. But true enough. That bastard surprised me a bit.
Well, that's what I'm here for. To deal with that kind of stuff.
And I must say, that was pretty good for your first action as leader of my bodyguard. Let's see if you keep it up. But we managed the situation all right in the end. He even apologised to us. If Hanush had seen it. Maybe he'd finally stop treating me like a child, eh?
Well, I don't know. When I look at you, well, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Kiss my arse. And by the way, since you're here, how about stretching our limbs a bit? After that long journey. With a bit of swordplay.
You're in the mood for that after riding so long?
Certainly. So then, eh? Eh?
All right then. Just a bit of swordplay for the hell of it? Or shall we have a wager?
Let's save the wagers for later.
Oh, you afraid?
Porque no
Keep
primeiro
the
eles
fighting
apostaram.
remarks to yourself. You've got armor on, so just grab your helmet. Here's a practice sword for you. Have that ready too.
Aqui. Aqui, inventário, bababá, tá. Certo. E tem que equipar a espada de...
So, should we start?
Ready? Let's start.
Pera aí,
Draw your
meu
sword.
amigo, porque eu não
Hang
tenho...
on. This time, I'll take the lead.
I just can't wait.
Let's get warmed up.
Tem que segurar
I'll
um.
attack you a few times. You defend.
Go ahead. Impress me. Don't get so close to me. that the best you've got? I didn't even work off a sweat.
No, you will soon enough. A foe in plate armor has to be worn down.
Let's see it then. Attack properly now. A longer sequence.
Tá.
Enough!
Now you're warmed up, eh?
Yeah. But you're pretty winded yourself. While you're attacking, you still have to take care you have strength left to defend.
Save the advice and try it yourself.
Gladly. On guard! Good! Good! Nice! Good! Mother, for Christ's sake!
Pera aí que eu tenho que lembrar, tem que botar o lado oposto.
Wrong!
Tell Henry or his lordship will kill you.
What are you doing? Cover!
At each other.
Eu posso só
That's
segurar.
enough. No one's ever won a duel just by blocking. You've got to make an opening to strike back. And you do that by means of a perfect block.
Perfect block, eh? You've become a real swordsman.
Pressione
Start your
durante o
attack
ataque
then.
do oponente, tá?
You're doing great, Henry. Nice, Henry.
Aparece o
But
escudozinho.
what about a riposte? Reckon you can manage that?
Why wouldn't I? Nothing to it. I just follow up a perfect block immediately with a strike. I'll show you.
Get ready. Nice. Good, Henry. Well, you're not as good as Captain Bernard, but that wasn't bad.
Be sure to remember, if someone gives you a riposte, you can still fend it off with a perfect block. And it's best to follow up right away with your own riposte.
Yeah, right. But what if I want to attack in such a way that you can't make a perfect block?
Then it's best to attack at a spot where your opponent isn't covered. Where he's not holding his weapon. You defend, and I'll show you how.
All right, come on then. Nice. I was too slow. Nice. Oh, nice, Henry. All right. I get it. For Christ's sake. Enough demonstrations and explanations.
Let's have one training duel to finish up, eh?
Indeed. And let's have a wager to spice things up. How about 100 groschen?
Ele quer... Ah,
All right. 100 groschen it is.
Defend yourself! Off to a good start.
calma. Estamina. Estamina.
Oh, you haven't got a hope. Oh, you haven't got a hope.
Calma. Calma.
Put up a fight at least.
Calma, estamina.
Put
Put up a fight at least.
Pera, estamina.
Now that's what I call swordplay.
Put up a fight at least.
Calma que eu tô sem estamina não dá pra bloquear.
Oh, you haven't got a hope. You haven't got a hope.
Go like that and he'll be on his back. Now that's what I call swordplay.
The end. You held your own though.
Como eu não derrotei ele?
You've had it. I say the victor is clear. I'll get my winnings from you later. Now it's time to eat.
Pera aí.
Oh,
Roubaram.
swordplay has given me quite an appetite. Let's get some grub.
Roubou.
So who won, gentlemen?
That's obvious, isn't it? Henry learned a lesson or two, and I won our bet. At least I'll have someone to buy me drinks in the tavern. It was almost like that time in Ratai.
Mas em Ratai eu ganhei. Eu lembro, ganhei o duelo e perdi nas flechas, eu acho.
True. Only I won that time. Your bow, which came in very handy afterwards.
You were unbelievably lucky, beating me after just one day of training. True, I wasn't in my best form that day. We had a drink or two beforehand.
Oats? What's this food supposed to be?
What's left of our supplies. Tomorrow we'll be at the castle, and we'll get some decent grub.
If you told us earlier, I could have shot a hare. And you could have cooked it like they did in the tavern the day before yesterday.
That tavern where you drank away all your coin?
Ha! You've got to have some fun.
And then you tried it on with the innkeeper's daughter when you were shit-faced.
She was pretty. A real peach. Admit it.
Only a fella was there.
Aumentar mais ponto de eloquência. Combate é bom, mas a lábia resolve bastante. Combate a gente upa, né?
He was well pissed off. If I hadn't convinced him you were the village idiot and that we'd dragged you home right away...
And if I hadn't left him a fistful of coin to boot...
Throwing groschen around like that? Fellas, if a rainy day comes, you'll be fucked.
Ha! I've got nothing to regret. The whole world turns around wenches. Ain't that right, Henry?
Hmm?
You never gave us the goods on that lass of yours. What was her name now?
Teresa. She lived with that crook Peshek at the mill.
And she saved my life.
A brave girl.
Aye. She's a fine lass. And? Is she any good? Like, is she any good? Get me?
She's brave. She saved my life when I went back to Scallis after it was razed to bury my parents, and a bunch of mercenaries attacked me. And that's all I'll say.
You know, this travelling isn't too bad.
Apart from the mosquitoes.
Aye. Apart from them.
Where were you yesterday evening, Henry? You were late for supper. That's not what I call watching over our Lord.
Hey, don't make trouble.
Tá, aqui. Posso aumentar. Aumento, furtividade, sobrevivência. A furtividade é bom.
In the camp, with you lot. It was Conrad's turn to gather wood, and I wasn't hungry yet. So I stretched out for a bit by the horses.
Oh, yeah? Where? You didn't see him?
I was going for wood.
It was getting dark. I reckon he just overlooked me.
You gave me a nasty shock when you came out of the darkness. You're as quiet as a mouse, and that's the truth.
And what about, time, sir? I mean, will we be getting any time off, sir?
It depends. Once von Berghoff hears us out, we should set off back home immediately.
What? Straight back on the road?
Well, we could stay a day or two, perhaps.
Does anyone know anything more about von Berghoff?
Only what Sir Hans told us, that von Berghoff is a big cheese in the royal court. That's why we're going to negotiate an alliance with him.
You summed that up nicely. But yes, that's how it is. He's the royal chamberlain. You fellas will never meet a more important noble than him.
I heard he insists on having the finest swords, and that he's got a big collection of all kinds of swords and daggers.
Collecting them ain't the same as knowing how to use them.
And is he any good at sword fighting? It ain't nothing easy to learn.
Aqui eu vou escolher minha arma. Cara, eu prefiro... Isso é lobo. Tô na cutscene aqui, rapaz. Não vamos matar, não. Só que aí... Não sei se eu vou ter acesso em espada no começo do jogo, né? Também arco também. Mas, como eu disse, espada dá pra você aprender.
If I had to choose, I'd take a bow. After all, why not seize the opportunity to take down your foe before he gets near to you? Of course, the bow takes training too. Not everyone can hit their target at 50 paces.
And you can shoot something for your supper, like that first time we went hunting. The first time you ever held a bow. I'm surprised you didn't say a sword, since you never stopped going on about the sword Istvan Toth stole from you.
That sword is the only reminder I had of Pa. We forged it together, just before he was slain. But that's another matter. I suppose you've heard enough of that, eh?
Well, you know.
No, it's all right.
Well, I wouldn't want to be in Istvan's shoes if you ever come face to face with him again.
What? So Radzig ain't dead, though?
Enough, enough. Otherwise we'll be here for hours again hearing how Martin the Smith raised him even though Radzig is his real father. It's complicated, and let's leave it at that. No offense.
Who'll help me tomorrow with getting supplies for the journey back?
We rolled dice for it, and I won, so Conrad goes.
What are you on about?
Enough. Oath, you're no fun at all. There'll be a feast at the castle tomorrow, so forget about supplies.
Anyone for another helping? There's plenty left. Maybe even a bit for morning.
No thanks. I must wash myself down a bit.
My words exactly. We can't turn up at Trotsky tomorrow in this state.
Let's go and strip, Henry. Fellas, come and help us get out of this armor.
Are you really going to bathe here, Sir Hans? It don't look none too safe a spot to me.
Oh, don't be such an old woman, Oates. Bring some wine to warm our blood.
Yeah, we're not on a trip to the baths here, Sir Hans.
Henry's right, sir. Duty first, fun later.
God's wounds. I haven't been away from Rattay
in ages.
So, here, I intend to live a little.
Blasted iron shirt. Oh, what a relief! I feel like I've just shed 40 pounds. Oh.
Ah, Christ. Will I ever live to see his young lordship finally grow up? He's got a good heart, but he doesn't have the sense that he was born with.
Well, responsibility will catch up with him soon enough, though.
There's more chance of me becoming a monk.
That's a view fit for a king.
Deixa eu ver quanto tempo tem o vídeo, né?
Whew. You were right about our stench.
Let's hope this water isn't too cold. You wouldn't want your pride and joy shrinking.
I'm more worried about it being too deep.
Come on.
Ah, é, né? O. Entre aspas, o Henry não sabe nadar, né? Que o boneco não nada. Então ainda não nada nem no 2. Ih, rapaz, mulher.
What's the matter? Females!
Ih, rapaz, eu lembro que no 1 tinha mais cena aqui.
Oh, shut up and let's go.
No caso, vou ter que censurar aí.
We don't want them to spot us.
Hands!
Head down, Henry. We've got to sneak close.
Tá, deixa eu ver. Estão com 47 minutos.
Hear that singing? They must be close. Hear that? Do you think they might be bathing? Come on, let's get closer.
Tem uma mulher ali.
Shit! One of them's doing laundry. We have to get closer to the others. Only she's blocking our way, right in our path. Damn it! Throw a stone in the water near her to lure her away. Once she notices it, we'll hurry along the other side.
G.
Hey? What was that?
It worked. Let's go.
All right. What was that?
We'll go even closer, but carefully.
Ih, rapaz. Será que vou ter que censurar? Tá, vou não. Por enquanto não, né?
Pana je u muzyky, směje se na chasníky, klient pijou jedí, Pana sama sedí, aleluja do mene, aleluja.
É, batalha.
Henry, I told you to...
Eles estão atacando o acampamento. Meu bandido. Ih, rapaz, mataram todo mundo.
We've got to do something. Stay down, for fuck's sake.
Ih, mataram até o aveia. Ih, rapaz. Parece no 1 que é o caso da Teresa, né?
We don't stand a chance. We'll wait till they're gone, and then head back to camp. Maybe some of our men got away. Hey! What the fuck are you doing? Hey! Hands off her, you brute! What the hell's going on here? Let her go, you pigs! That bastard's with them! Fucking hell! You couldn't just leave it be, could you? Come on! Run! Catch them!
Ih, mas a mulher.
Enough, I said! What the fuck? It's mine!
É, mano, tu obedece.
What are you gaping at? Shoot! Well, don't just stand there, you idiots! After them! Along the bank! Christ! When did you learn to swim?
É, pelo jeito ele não aprendeu o jeito que ele tá nadando.
Fucking armor! Come on! We'll cut them off on the other side! Oh, his torch is quick!
Ixi, tem uma flecha ali.
Oh, Mott.
Tá, o cachorro tá vivo.
What the fuck was that, Henry? You're rescuing a damsel in distress. I'm done with running. Oh, really? And what exactly do you call... Oh, shit. Oh, you've been hit. What? Oh, shit. Well, we can't leave it like this. No, wait! Ah, fuck! We've got to flee. Can you walk? Yeah, I'll manage. I'll lead the way. You pull yourself together. We've got to vanish.
Jogo salvo, então peraí. Aproveitar aqui. Então esse vídeo vai estar encerrando por aqui. Gostou, deixa aquele like. Se quiser uma continuação, comenta aí. Isso aí foi só pra gente testar pra ver como é que tava o jogo. Rodando no meu PCzinho fraco. E é isso aí. Se puder deixar aquele like. para fortalecer, se inscrever no canal caso gostou do conteúdo e ativar notificações para mais vídeos. Eu agradeço e vejo vocês no próximo vídeo. Valeu, galera, aí, até mais.
Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days.